textiles by nature, before technology arrived, is based on cottons and natural fibers. But the Japanese always had different uses. Their clothing is different, right? So the kimono and whatnot. So the reason why they ended up in Japan, I'm talking my great uncle and that family, Debs family, is because there was a certain fabric. It was a cotton, but we call it high twist. So it's very cool on the skin and very comfortable to wear. And that was in great demand, and it was coming from the East. But back then, it would trade through many hands. So they don't know the source. And one day, this source, they decided to find out for themselves how to access this fabric. They thought it's from China. But they found out in China, they don't make this kind of high twist cotton. And someone said, maybe you can find it in Japan. And when they came in Japan, they did find it. But what it was is the inner lining of the kimono. So when you wear a kimono, it's very heavy, right? And in summer, humid months in Japan. So it's called juban. It's just a white inner lining undergarment. But it's made in a very high twist because that's what the need was. So Japan always had this different use, but very, here things are very detailed, very precise, and they had this really fine techniques in developing fibers and fabrics. So that's how we ended up here.
It sounds like something that could be coming straight out of a book. Like a few family members gathering around the fire and like, oh, we got this textile. How do they make it? And let's cross the world.
And
And here they are.
It's true. The pioneering, if you tell me today to go somewhere, one, it's not that easy in those times. Two, it's a big risk, right? But sure enough, they succeeded with this fabric. And where was it in demand? It was demand in West Africa. So the very big, colorful prints.
Yes.
So the traditional West Africa, the good quality ones, were made on this base fabric because it's very hot there and it's very comfortable. So there's always a need somewhere else from a technology from another place, and it kind of all merged together.